I didn't bring the agenda up. Let's see.
Not like last
Yeah,
time.
it was right here.
Oh, like last time.
We're moving the roll call down to here.
Evening, Gabe. Yeah, looking sparse. And looking very crowded down here. That did not happen 2 years ago at all.
Good evening. Thank you for coming this evening for a special session of Albany City Council. I will now turn the floor over to the city manager, Peter Trotzen. I'd like to call the meeting to order.
Thank you, Mayor. And good evening to all of you and welcome. This is, as the mayor said, the first meeting of the Albany City Council in 2023. I am Peter Trotzen, and it's my honor to serve as your city manager. Tonight's special session is focused on starting off the term of a new council, but also on recognizing the councilors who are finishing their terms. The one piece of business that the council will conduct tonight, as required by the city's charter, is the election of a council president from its membership. The council president's role is to preside over the council in the mayor's absence and to act as mayor whenever the mayor is unable to perform the functions of the mayor's office. Okay, last time we did this, it was at a virtual go-to meeting. And it's easy, at least it's easy for me to try to forget that period. But I'm still glad, even though I haven't forgotten it, I'm very glad that today we're in the council chambers. On behalf of the city staff, thank you all for being here this evening. And on behalf of the city staff, to our 3 councilors who are finishing their terms, thank you for your many years of volunteer service as councilors. You have served our city, our community, in a very important way. I have had the privilege of serving with you and observing you in action. As a legislative body, the council has had its differences, and that was and is certainly to be expected. And in fact, it's important. Our government is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people, and that's all the people. You were elected by our citizens, and you did your best to represent their interests and serve them. You've each taken your responsibility very seriously and devoted time to study the volumes of material that we provided you on a regular basis. By my estimate, this represents over 1,000 hours over the course of a 4-year term. 1,104 hours, assuming 23 hours a month. You've served as points of contact for your constituents, and you've worked to educate them. You've been on the lookout for problems, and you've often proposed solutions. It's been an honor for me to work for the people of Albany under your guidance. I'm personally appreciative of your support. I've enjoyed working with each of you, and I'll miss your perspectives, and I hope that I can occasionally call on you for that perspective. In a moment, I'm going to ask Councilor Bartholomew, Councilor Johnson, and Councilor Olson, one at a time, to join the mayor and me for this recognition. You know, I mentioned 1,104 hours a year and thousands of pages of agenda packets. That's a lot of time that could be spent elsewhere on other projects or personal interests. It's a lot of work to be a city councilor, and it's essentially volunteer work. We acknowledge this, and we're very grateful. Each of our departing councilors will be presented with a shadow box containing the patch and coin of our police department and fire department, the challenge coin of the city, and a key to the city. You've heard of a key to the city. The historical purpose of a key to the city was actually a practical one that had a lot to do with how cities were constructed in the past. In medieval times, major cities would naturally be fortified by walls and gates. And when a visiting dignitary would come to the town, the people would hold a ceremony and present them with a key. This was a sign of respect. Today, the key is ornamental. and it's the symbolism that's important. This is a way that many cities use to honor someone for their actions and their contributions. The key doesn't actually open anything. If it did, we'd have to change the locks anyway. So. But it's a sign of our gratitude for your service. Mayor, can you come down and help me here?
Sure.
And Councilor Bartholomew, will you join the mayor and me? Councilor Bartholomew, you stepped in to serve in the middle of a pandemic when the city needed a councilor to represent Ward 2 due to a vacancy caused by the election of a Ward 2 councilor to mayor. We've come to appreciate your deep commitment to looking after the interests of all of the people of our city, and I personally have appreciated your thoughtful and deliberate consideration of the complex issues we face as a city. I understand that this isn't the end of your volunteer service, and that you'll be serving on our planning commission pending council ratification, and for that we're also grateful. So this shadow box reads that this shadow box is presented to you in deep appreciation for your service to the city of Albany. Councilor Johnson, will you join the mayor and me? Councilor Johnson, you've represented your neighbors in Ward 3 continuously since January 2003. And this shadow box is presented to you with appreciation for 20 years of dedicated service to the city of Albany. I note that you too will continue to serve pending the council's ratification on our Community Development Commission. Thank you. And this citation reads, Bessie's strong advocacy for employees, involvement in Albany's parks and recreation activities, support for public safety, and responsiveness to her constituents have helped to build trust in local government for the good of the entire community. She has made her mark on a grateful Albany. Okay, I don't know if Councilor Olson, I haven't seen Councilor Olson this evening, and I don't think he's here, but we're going to go ahead and read this anyway. So Councilor Olson, on January 1st, 1973, first began to represent Ward 1. That was 50 years ago, because I'm good at math. Out of those last 50 years, for 32 of those 50 years, he served the city. For 2 of those years, he served as Albany's mayor in 1979 and 1980. I won't tell you how old I was in 1973, but I will read this citation. Presented to Dick Olson with great appreciation for his many years of dedication to the city of Albany as mayor and councilor. His advocacy for the Carnegie Library, Albany's historic downtown, and for heritage trees and the entire urban forest built a legacy for Albany as a thriving, special, and unique community. His contributions have made a positive and lasting impact on the city he loves. Albany is grateful for his service. Okay, I've enjoyed getting to know each of you, and I'm personally grateful to each of you for your support and at various times in my job. I greatly valued our meetings, and Stacy, I hope that you'll still meet me at margin, even though you'll be having green tea or something like that. And Bessie, I continue to look forward to our coffees at Brick and Mortar. I hope Councilor Olson will soon join me for tacos and beer again at Alonzo's. Okay, Allison Lease. Where's Allison?
She's over there.
Okay, if I can get you to come forward. It's time now to ceremonially swear in our new counselors. It's ceremonial because our charter requires that they be sworn in before the end of the year. But this, tonight, is the first opportunity for a ceremony which properly recognizes the responsibility that they're taking on. The people of Ward 1 have elected Stephanie Newton to represent them, along with Councillor Novak, who's already seated on the council. The people of Ward 2 have elected Jackie Montague to represent them, along with Councillor Kopczynski, who's already seated on the council. And the people of Ward 3 have elected Ramesia McGee to represent them, along with Councillor Smith, already seated on the council. And the citizens across all the wards have elected Alex Johnson II to serve another term as their mayor.
Thank you.
We want to recognize that you all have been elected to serve, and in a few moments you'll be asked to take the oath to swear or to affirm that you will serve to the best of your ability. Our city clerk, Allison, will be administering the oath. Each of you is taking a seat that's been capably held by predecessors as they too served. We're grateful for their service in the past, and we're grateful now that you've stepped forward to serve in this demanding role. As a city manager, and on behalf of the city staff, I want to congratulate you and to remind you that you will have our support as you grapple with the many difficult issues facing the city. Okay. After you are sworn in, I would ask you to take your seat as indicated on the dais behind me. So first, Stephanie Newton.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Steph Newton, do solemnly affirm. I, Steph Newton, do solemnly affirm that I will support the constitutions and laws. That I will support the constitutions and laws of the United States and of the state of Oregon. Of the United States and of the state of Oregon. And support the charter and ordinances. And support the charter and ordinances of the city of Albany. Of the city of Albany. And that I will commit to faithfully perform. And I will commit to faithfully perform the duties of the office. The duties of the office of Counselor for Ward 1. Of Counselor for Ward 1 of the city of Albany. Of the city of Albany. During my continuance therein. During my continuance therein.
Jackie Montague.
I, Jackie Montague, do solemnly affirm. I, Jackie Montague, do solemnly affirm. That I will support the constitutions and laws. That I will support the constitutions and laws. Of the United States and of the state of Oregon. Of the United States and the state of Oregon. And support the charter and ordinances. And support the charter and ordinances. Of the city of Albany. Of the city of Albany. And that I will commit to faithfully perform. And I will commit to faithfully perform the duties of the office. The duties of the office. Of Counselor for Ward 2. Of Counselor for Ward 2. Of the city of Albany. Of the city of Albany. During my continuance therein. During my continuance therein.
Ramesia McGee.
I, Ramesia McGee, do solemnly affirm. I, Ramesia McGee, do solemnly affirm. That I will support the constitutions and laws. That I will support the constitutions and laws. Of the United States and of the state of Oregon. Of the United States and the state of Oregon. And support the charter and ordinances. And support the charter and ordinances.
not done. Mayor Johnson II.
I, Alex Johnson II, do solemnly swear. That I will support the constitutions and laws. Of the United States and of the state of Oregon. And support the charter and ordinances. Of the city of Albany. And that I will commit to faithfully perform. The duties of the office of mayor. Of the city of Albany. During my continuance here.
Thank you, Allison. And thank all of you, many thanks to all of you for being here again this evening to witness this. I'm going to turn it over to the mayor now to officially start the first meeting of 2023. Mayor.
Thank you all for coming. We have a roll call, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Mayor Alex Johnson II.
Here.
Councilor Newton.
Here.
Councilor Novak.
Here.
Councilor Montague.
Here.
Councilor Kopczynski.
Here.
Councilor McGee.
Here.
And Councilor Smith.
Here.
All members present, Your Honor.
Thank you. Would you all please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We had an assistant do a job out there. That's awesome. So we did the oath of office. Next on your agenda is the election of a council president. Council, do we have a nomination?
I'd like to nominate Marilyn Smith as president of the council.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes. Congratulations, Councilor Smith. So as the city manager stated, if I'm incapacitated or away on business or family or whatever, Councilor Smith will serve as the mayor of Albany, Oregon. So thank you very much for accepting. I didn't even ask her that either, so thank you.
May I make a statement?
Yes, please.
Thank you for doing it on one ballot.
So I prepared a few words. Last time we did this, we were on Zoom, so I didn't have an opportunity because one, it was just a long period of time for us, and we come through that, and we're back in person. And I think I like this mode of communication a lot better than being on a flat screen. So I appreciate all of you for being here. On November 8th of 2022, the citizens of Albany cast their votes and elected 3 new city councilors and reaffirmed that they trust me to continue serving as mayor. And for that, I am honored for the opportunity to be here with you this evening and continue serving as your mayor of Albany, Oregon. Again, first and foremost, on behalf of the citizens of Albany, I would like to thank the former councilors Dick Olson, Stacey Bartholomew, and Bessie Johnson for their years of selfless service on the city council and various boards and commissions during their time of service. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Furthermore, I am pleased to welcome Councilor Steph Newton for Ward 1, Councilor Jackie Montague for Ward 2, and Councilor Dr. Ramisa McGee for Ward 3 on the dais. So congratulations. Your election victory will be one of those moments in your life that you will forever prove how being of service is an honor. I look forward to serving alongside each of you for the next 2 years. So you guys are here 4, I'm only got 2, so I got to do this all over again. I'm excited for the future of Albany, and I look forward to your contribution and participation in governance and leadership from this day forward. Your new city councilors are joining a council that came together during the height of COVID-19 pandemic and worked extremely hard on behalf of all of our citizens and residents to ensure Albany continues to grow, thrive, and be a livable, safe city for the essential services needed to ensure each member of our community experienced no decrease in services. More importantly, this work would not have been done possible without the commitment and dedication of each member of the staff. I want to express my sincere admiration and appreciation for each member of staff. The average resident does not know that less than 500 people keep a city of nearly 58,000 people running efficiently and safely 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. For that, I am truly thankful. As we begin the year 2023, we are faced with an upcoming budget cycle, continuing to work on housing affordability and homelessness, ensuring our infrastructure and services are scalable and efficiently delivered to our community, and staffing levels in all departments are appropriate and able to meet the needs of our community. So the strategic plan is something that we look at. There's other ones as well, but the strategic plan for me is important. Your council is responsible for policy oversight, making sure that the city's policies serve in the best interest of its citizens, but is also responsible for looking at the city's future. I sincerely encourage each member of our community to engage with their city councilor and participate in the process of continuing to create an Albany that we can all be proud of for generations. I recommend starting by reviewing the strategic plan. It's a nice document. In 2022, we updated the strategic plan to ensure we move forward with meaningful objectives and achievable goals. The 4 themes of the strategic plan guide our initiatives and our service delivery: a safe city, a healthy economy, great neighborhoods, and effective government. The city's biennial budget is the means by which the current services are funded to meet current needs of our city community. The strategic plan reflects the city council's look at the future. The creation of a strategic plan required the council, with extensive public input, and there was a lot of it, to generate the vision for the future of Albany. The strategic plan also provides purposeful direction to the staff as they execute the plan. Overall, our mission remains to provide quality public services for a better Albany community. In 2023, we will experience change and growth in Albany. We will be addressing several very important issues. I had about 30 that I put on here, so I had to cut it down. I don't want you guys to be mad at me, so we cut it down. Importantly, fiscal responsibility, building the 2023-2025 budget. As you know, this budget will be challenged once again by the impacts of inflation and limited growth in our property tax revenues. The city services fee is a source of revenue which has allowed us to continuation of current service levels. Economic development. Completing the first phase of the water project is going to be fantastic for the future of Albany. And I often tell the young folks that I interact with, it's not for me, it's for you. Because as we sit here, we're making decisions for Isla's grandchildren, 50-year projects. So, council, we have work to do. Public safety, adding EMS capacity to meet the increasing cost for service, up 19% since fiscal year 2020. Working with the local healthcare system, which is operating at max capacity. We're frequently waiting to transfer care to a hospital staff, reducing our availability to respond to the next emergency. And those of you that know my professional career, I can attest to that. It is taking longer and longer for people to get served. So we need to be supportive of our EMS staff. Infrastructure, seeking grants and other sources of funding to maintain our public infrastructure, streets, water distribution, wastewater, and stormwater. Nothing happens unless the toilet flushes, trust me. Growth, making significant progress in developing the East Albany Plan and other housing opportunities. I humbly ask that we work together to make progress and to be a better Albany for all of us. Thank you for your attention and time this evening. Thank you. I'm going to ask. So it's not on the agenda, but I'm going to ask each of the councilors for business from the council. And I'm going to start with a veteran, Councilor Novak.
That just cracks me up. I'm a veteran. Wow.
Well, there's 3 new people over
I
here.
know. I'm fully aware that I am now a senior member of the council, which just, again, stuns me with the whopping 2-year record. But I'm honored to be here and to serve, looking forward to serving with the new council and really, that's all the business I have this evening, sir. I had no idea we'd be given this opportunity.
Thank you. I'm doing that. So, Councilor McGonigal.
I have nothing. Thank you.
Okay. Councilor Smith.
I've recovered from the shock. So I thank you for your confidence in me for choosing me as council president. It may seem like a nothing burger to some people, but it's a responsibility. And it's the local version of the one heartbeat away from the White House kind of thing. So just to acknowledge how well prepared I am for that. 6 years ago, at this very time, I was in intensive care at Stanford University Medical Center, having recovered from open heart surgery. And everything's working great as a result of that. So I'm ready and happy to serve. I also want to acknowledge, I've never seen this many people turn out for the first meeting with new counselors. I've never seen this many new counselors on the dais. This is a sea change. And everybody's brought family and friends, so I'm going to acknowledge mine, my husband Stan, and my fellow League of Oregon Cities Women's Caucus member Catherine Bisco from Paloma City Council Emeritus, and her husband Robert, and other friends and family scattered throughout the audience, but those are the ones who come to mind. So thank you, Stan, for riding along with me in my Jeep, and Catherine and Robert, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Marilyn. Councilor Newton.
Yeah, I wanted to say thank you to my husband, Scott, in the back with our son, Woodrow, and also to our daughter, Isla, who helped canvass and was always my biggest cheerleader. And I'm so grateful for my friends, neighbors, community members for showing up, and then also for the citizens of Ward 1 for their confidence. I'm thrilled and excited to get to work.
Good job. Councilor Kopczynski.
Yes, some of these meetings can be quite serious and vociferous at times, so sometimes you need a little bit of humor. So people have asked me, why do we have this DOD up here under my name? Well, it's kind of like an acronym for Department of Defense, only in this case it's dinosaur on the dais. I'm the oldest counselor here at 74, so I'm going to have fun again.
Thank you, Councilor Kopczynski. Councilor McGee.
I want to recognize my family and friends who all turned out. My Aunt Justine came down from Chicago, my sorority sister and friends from Portland, of course, my Corvallis and Albany folks, my Lynn Benton family, just everyone, and all of the community members who elected me for Ward 3. I am definitely ready to get started. Thanks.
And so I always go last, so we're clear. I would like to express my sincere appreciation for each of the new elected council members and also the current council members. We have work to do, and I think we're all ready to do that. And I'm here to help and be of assistance to you at any time. And to the community, talk to us. Don't be shy, talk to us, because your voice helps us do a better job of getting stuff done. Is that cool? We really do want to hear from you. And with that, I'm going to say, City Manager, have anything else?
I won't, and I can't top that.
Okay. Thank you all for coming. I will adjourn the meeting at this time.